Lauryn Hill helped all of us learn about courage and about the rare form of cancer that took her life at age 19. Lauryn also dedicated her final months to raising awareness and more than $2 million for cancer research. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch looks at the good that money's doing.
Before there was Lauryn Hill, in the public eye anyway, there was Elena Desserich. Elena, a student at Vermont Elementary School in Wyoming, died in 2007. She was 6 years old. Elena died of the same rare form of pediatric brain cancer which would claim Lauryn Hill, DIPG. Elena's parents, Keith and Brooke, formed a charity, The Cure Starts Now.
Some of the data out there and some of the latest innovations that we found in cancer have actually come from what we've done already.
Desserich says before The Cure Starts Now started, only about $200,000 a year was spent on DIPG research in the whole country. But since then, The Cure Starts Now has distributed nearly $7 million.
We funded $3.7 million just in the last year alone at 18 different hospitals that are in Europe, are in Australia, obviously here in the United States.
Desserich says the money raised in Lauryn Hill's honor has helped The Cure Starts Now focus on a cancer-fighting strategy.
We like to call it a home run strategy, and the idea is that you can either spend your time tweaking your way to a cure through other treatments on other types of cancers, or you may actually hit that home run by focusing on the cancers that doctors believe they can learn the most from.
Doctors from around the world who meet at a DIPG collaborative conference like this one in Chicago last year.
Well, actually seeing all these patients and seeing that for some diseases we do not have real cures, so that really highly motivates me in doing research.
The Cure Starts Now has one condition for giving out research dollars. Those getting the money have to share their findings with other doctors.
We don't have a choice but to collaborate. If we don't collaborate, nothing gets done.
Money raised in Lauryn Hill's honor allowed creation of an international DIPG registry, a database in 44 countries helping further research. Now, with all the attention to Lauryn Hill, Elena Desserich, and Kyler Bradley, who died earlier this week, you would think DIPG is very common. It is not. It is very rare. Only about 200 to 300 cases a year in the United States. But Keith Desserich says the point of The Cure Starts Now is not simply to try to find a cure for DIPG, but to use the focus on DIPG and what they find that maybe then can go on to help cure other cancers. So it's focused on this one disease, but the goal is much bigger than the just 200 or 300 people a year in the U.S. who get it.
Right, and it's nice to see where that money's going, but it's also nice to see how they've raised so much awareness. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that before Lauryn Hill, I'd never heard of or didn't really pay attention to DIPG. Now, not just me, but a lot of people, especially here in the tri-state, know about it.
I remember when Elena died, and it was like, DIPG, and then kind of the connection kind of goes off when you hear about Lauryn.
Right.
Like, oh, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Raised a lot of awareness. Thank you, Jeff. And by the way, our hour-long Lauryn Hill documentary, Play for 22, will air commercial-free tonight on Local 12 right after the CBS Evening News starting at 7 o'clock. And you can also watch a live stream of it at the same time on local12.com.